Ladies and gentlemen, failure is not the end, it is simply a bend in the road of destiny. Too often we treat failure as a full stop when it is meant to be a comma, a pause, a moment to reflect, recalibrate, and press forward. Let me tell you something powerful. Failure is a teacher that no success can replace. Success often makes us comfortable, but failure pushes us to examine our foundations. It asks us tough questions. Who are you when things don't go as planned? What will you do now? Failure is one of the most misunderstood experiences in life. People often associate it with shame, defeat, or inadequacy, yet failure is one of the most profound teachers we will ever encounter. It possesses the power to shape our character, sharpen our skills, and deepen our understanding of life's complexities. Failure is not a signal to stop, it is an invitation to grow, to rethink, and to rise stronger than before. When we fail, it forces us to pause and reflect. Success often provides validation, but it rarely demands introspection. On the other hand, failure insists that we confront our vulnerabilities and examine the choices that led us to the undesired outcome. It is in these moments of self-reflection that we uncover truths about ourselves and our methods. Failure strips away pretense and reveals the gaps in our knowledge, discipline, or strategy. These revelations are not meant to discourage us, but to guide us toward improvement. Think of failure as a mirror that doesn't flatter but tells the truth. When we fail, we are presented with an unfiltered view of our efforts, our strengths, and our weaknesses. This truth may be uncomfortable, but it is invaluable. It teaches us what we need to let go of, what we need to refine, and what we need to embrace. Without failure, we would continue in ignorance, falsely believing that our current path is sufficient, when in reality it might be leading us away from our potential. Failure also teaches resilience. Life is filled with uncertainties, and setbacks are inevitable. How we respond to those setbacks determines whether we stagnate or grow. Each time we fail and choose to rise again, we build resilience. Resilience is not simply the ability to endure, it is the ability to adapt, to find new paths when the old ones are blocked. It is in the face of failure that we develop the mental toughness needed to navigate life's challenges. The lessons learned through failure prepare us for greater opportunities and tougher trials in the future. Moreover, failure teaches us the value of effort. When we succeed without struggle, it is easy to take that success for granted. But when we fail, we are reminded of the hard work, dedication, and persistence required to achieve meaningful goals. Failure humbles us, keeping us grounded and connected to the reality that success is rarely instant or easy. It pushes us to put in the extra effort, to go the extra mile, and to strive for excellence in ways we might not have considered before. Failure also refines our perspective. When we fail, we are forced to reconsider what truly matters. We begin to distinguish between fleeting desires and enduring values. For instance, failing at a superficial goal might lead us to discover a deeper, more meaningful purpose. Failure has a way of clearing away distractions and focusing our attention on what is essential. It shifts our mindset from short-term gratification to long-term growth and fulfillment. Another crucial lesson failure teaches is humility. Success can sometimes inflate our egos, leading us to believe that we are invincible or superior. Failure reminds us of our humanity and our limitations. It levels the playing field, showing us that no one is immune to mistakes or setbacks. This humility not only makes us more teachable, but also more compassionate. Having experienced failure ourselves, we become more empathetic toward others who are struggling. This shared understanding strengthens our relationships and fosters a sense of community. Failure also fosters creativity and innovation. When our initial plans don't work, we are compelled to think outside the box, to explore alternative approaches, and to experiment with new ideas. Many of the world's greatest inventions and breakthroughs were born out of failure. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, yet he viewed each failure as a step closer to success. Failure, in this sense, is not the end of the road, but a redirection and nudge toward a better solution or a more effective path. Furthermore, failure teaches patience and perseverance. In our fast-paced world, we often expect instant results. Failure disrupts this expectation, reminding us that worthwhile achievements require time and sustained effort. It cultivates a mindset of perseverance, encouraging us to stay committed to our goals despite obstacles. Each failed attempt builds endurance, preparing us for the long journey towards success. Failure also teaches gratitude. When we fail and later succeed, we appreciate our accomplishments more deeply. The contrast between failure and success enhances our gratitude for the opportunities and victories that come our way. Failure reminds us not to take our progress for granted and to celebrate even the small wins along the way. Lastly, failure teaches us that our worth is not tied to our achievements. Too often, people equate their self-esteem with their successes, believing that failure diminishes their value. But failure challenges this notion. It teaches us that our worth is inherent, not conditional. Our failures do not define us, our response to them does. When we separate our identity from our outcomes, we gain the freedom to take risks, to learn, and to grow without fear of failure. In life, failure is inevitable, but it is not insurmountable. It is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of effort, a testament that we dare to try. Each failure contains a lesson, and each lesson moves us closer to the person we are meant to become. By embracing failure as a teacher, we unlock its transformative power. We learn to see setbacks not as barriers but as stepping stones, guiding us toward greater wisdom, resilience, and success. Failure, when viewed through the right lens, is not the end but the beginning of a richer, more meaningful journey. The problem is not failure itself, it's how we define it. Society tells us failure is final, that it's a verdict on our abilities or worth, but I challenge you to redefine it. Failure is not a tombstone, it is a stepping stone. Every setback is setting you up for a comeback. Look at the greatest leaders, inventors, and thinkers of our time. What do they have in common? They failed repeatedly. But they understood this failure is an event, not a person. It doesn't define you unless you let it. Failure is a concept that carries immense weight in society. It's often seen as a mark of defeat, inadequacy, or the end of an endeavor. But what if failure was not a conclusion but a transition? What if it was a tool for growth rather than a verdict of finality? To redefine failure is to change the lens through which we view our setbacks as shortcomings, transforming them from barriers into opportunities. Failure in its truest sense is not the absence of success, but a necessary step in its creation. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the process. Often we perceive success as a linear journey, an uninterrupted climb to the top. Yet this view is far from reality. Behind every great achievement lies a trail of missteps, experiments, and attempts that did not go as planned. Redefining failure means acknowledging its role in the larger narrative of success. It is not a destination, but a detour, a momentary pause on the way to something greater. When we redefine failure, we see it as feedback rather than finality. Every failed attempt carries valuable information. It reveals what didn't work, why it didn't work, and what could be done differently. This feedback is essential for growth, innovation, and improvement. Failure becomes a mirror reflecting areas that require attention, refinement, and adjustment. Instead of viewing failure as a dead end, we can see it as a signpost directing us to new strategies and approaches. One of the most liberating aspects of redefining failure is realizing that it does not define us. Society often ties personal worth to achievements, creating a fear of failure that paralyzes action. But failure is not a reflection of our value, it is an indication of our effort. It shows that we dare to try, to step out of our comfort zone, and to pursue something meaningful. When we redefine failure, we separate it from our identity. We understand that failing at a task does not make us failures as individuals. Failure also challenges us to redefine success. Often we equate success with flawless execution, but true success is not the absence of failure, it is the ability to rise after falling. When we redefine failure, we begin to appreciate the resilience, determination, and courage it takes to persevere through setbacks. Success then becomes a journey rather than a destination, a continuous process of learning, adapting, and growing. Redefining failure involves shifting our perspective from short-term losses to long-term gains. In the moment, failure can feel devastating, but it is often a precursor to breakthroughs. Many of history's greatest achievements were born out of failure. Thomas Edison, for example, famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure brought him closer to the solution. Similarly, every setback we experience brings us closer to our goals, provided we are willing to learn from it. This redefinition also requires us to challenge societal norms and expectations. Society tends to glorify success and stigmatize failure, creating a culture of fear around making mistakes. But failure is an inevitable part of any meaningful pursuit. By normalizing failure, we create an environment where people feel free to experiment, take risks, and push boundaries without the fear of judgment. This freedom is essential for innovation, creativity, and progress. Moreover, redefining failure involves recognizing its hidden opportunities. Every failure opens doors to new possibilities. It forces us to reevaluate our goals, methods, and priorities, often leading to unexpected discoveries. Failure has a way of clearing the path for new ideas, relationships, and opportunities that we might not have considered otherwise. It is in the aftermath of failure that we often find clarity, direction, and purpose. Failure also teaches us to embrace vulnerability. Admitting failure requires courage, humility, and authenticity. It breaks down the walls of perfectionism and allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. When we share our failures, we inspire others to see their own struggles in a new light. We create a culture of openness and support, where failure is not something to hide, but something to learn from together. Redefining failure is not about minimizing its challenges. Failure can be painful, disappointing, and frustrating, but even in its difficulty, it holds value. It strengthens our character, deepens our empathy, and shapes our perspective. Failure reminds us that we are human, that growth often comes through struggle, and that the journey is as important as the destination. To redefine failure, we must also redefine how we measure success. Success is not about avoiding failure, it is about what we do with it. It is about resilience, perseverance, and the ability to adapt in the face of adversity. Success is not a single moment of triumph, but a series of decisions to keep moving forward despite setbacks. When we redefine failure, we transform our relationship with fear. Fear of failure often prevents us from taking risks, trying new things, or pursuing our dreams. But when we view failure as a teacher rather than a threat, fear loses its power. We become more willing to take bold steps, knowing that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to growth. Redefining failure also fosters gratitude. It helps us appreciate the journey, the lessons, and the progress we make along the way. Failure makes success sweeter, reminding us of the effort, persistence, and determination it took to get there. It teaches us to celebrate not just the end result, but the process of learning and growing. Ultimately, redefining failure is about reclaiming our power. It is about shifting from a mindset of fear and avoidance to one of curiosity and courage. It is about recognizing that failure is not a barrier, but a bridge to greater understanding, deeper resilience, and higher achievements. Failure, when redefined, becomes not an end, but a beginning, a starting point for new possibilities, new insights, and new levels of success. By embracing failure in this way, we unlock its transformative potential. We learn to see it not as a loss, but as a lesson, not as a weakness, but as a strength. Failure becomes a catalyst for growth, a testament to our effort, and a stepping stone on the path to our greatest achievements. There's purpose in every pain, my friends. When a seed is buried underground, it may look like it's been forgotten, but in that dark soil, it is preparing to break through the surface. Likewise, your failures are planting something greater in you: character, resilience, and the capacity to handle the success that lies ahead. Pain is a universal experience, touching every human life in different ways. It manifests in failures, losses, disappointments, and challenges that test our strength and resolve. At first glance, pain seems purely negative, something to avoid or overcome as quickly as possible. But upon closer reflection, pain often carries a deeper purpose. It shapes our character, refines our perspective, and pushes us toward growth in ways comfort and ease never could. To find purpose in pain is to recognize its transformative power, allowing it to become a catalyst for strength, resilience, and a deeper understanding of life. Pain forces us to confront our limitations, often exposing vulnerabilities we might prefer to ignore. In doing so, it compels us to grow. When life is smooth and effortless, it's easy to remain complacent, unaware of the depths of our potential. Pain disrupts this comfort, urging us to dig deeper within ourselves to find solutions, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose. It is through struggle that we discover what we are truly capable of, as pain reveals reserves of resilience and determination that might otherwise have gone untapped. One of pain's greatest purposes is its ability to refine and shape our character. Adversity has a way of stripping away superficial concerns, forcing us to focus on what truly matters. Pain builds patience, teaching us to endure challenges without losing hope. It develops humility, reminding us of our shared humanity and our dependence on others. It cultivates empathy, allowing us to connect more deeply with those who are also struggling. These qualities, patience, humility, and empathy, are not easily learned in times of ease, but are often forged in the crucible of pain. Pain also deepens our understanding of life's complexities. It challenges simplistic views of the world, encouraging us to think more deeply about our choices, values, and priorities. A person who has experienced significant pain often gains a richer perspective on life, seeing it not as a series of disconnected events, but as an intricate tapestry where even the difficult moments contribute to the whole. Pain teaches us that life's hardships are not random or meaningless, but can be stepping stones to greater wisdom and purpose. Through pain, we are often redirected toward paths that align more closely with our true purpose. Many people can point to moments of profound suffering as turning points in their lives, times when they were forced to reevaluate their priorities and make changes they might not have otherwise considered. Pain disrupts our routines and assumptions, making room for new possibilities. It closes doors that were never meant to remain open and nudges us toward opportunities we might have overlooked. Pain is also a teacher of gratitude. When we experience loss or hardship, we become more aware of the blessings we may have taken for granted. Pain reminds us of the fragility of life and the value of each moment. It teaches us to appreciate the simple joys and the resilience we've developed along the way. Gratitude born out of pain is often deeper and more enduring because it comes from a place of hard-earned perspective. Another purpose of pain is its ability to forge connections. Shared pain creates bonds that transcend differences, bringing people together in mutual understanding and support. A community that has faced hardship often emerges stronger, bound by a collective resilience that becomes a source of inspiration and strength. Pain reminds us of our interconnectedness, breaking down walls of isolation and fostering a sense of unity. Pain also serves as a motivator for change. When the discomfort of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change, we are compelled to act. Pain pushes us out of our comfort zones, encouraging us to take risks, pursue growth, and seek solutions. Without pain, we might remain stuck in situations that no longer serve us, unable to summon the courage to move forward. In many cases, pain reveals our true priorities. It strips away the distractions and noise of daily life, forcing us to confront what truly matters. During times of suffering, we often gain clarity about our values, our relationships, and our goals. Pain simplifies our focus, reminding us of the importance of love, connection, and purpose. Pain also has the power to inspire others. Those who have faced and overcome significant challenges often become sources of hope and encouragement for others who are struggling. Their stories of resilience and triumph demonstrate that pain, while difficult, is not insurmountable. In this way, pain can become a tool for empowerment, transforming individual suffering into collective strength. It's important to note that finding purpose in pain does not mean minimizing or dismissing its difficulty. Pain is real, and its impact should never be underestimated. The process of discovering purpose in pain is often gradual, requiring time, reflection, and a willingness to embrace its lessons. It is not about denying the reality of suffering, but about choosing to see beyond it, to find meaning even in the midst of hardship. Pain often forces us to lean on faith, whether that faith is in a higher power, in the goodness of others, or in the strength within ourselves. It reminds us that we are not in control of everything, teaching us to surrender to life's uncertainties with trust and hope. Faith in the midst of pain can be a source of profound comfort, guiding us through the darkest moments and helping us see the light at the end of the tunnel. Ultimately, pain teaches us that life is about more than avoiding discomfort. It is about growth, connection, and the pursuit of purpose. Every experience of pain, no matter how difficult, carries within it the seed of transformation. When we choose to embrace the lessons pain offers, we discover that it is not an obstacle but an opportunity, a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate versions of ourselves. The purpose in pain lies in its ability to reshape us, to direct us toward greater understanding, and to prepare us for the challenges and opportunities ahead. It is not a punishment or a sign of weakness, but a tool for growth, guiding us toward deeper fulfillment and meaning. By embracing pain as a necessary part of life's journey, we unlock its potential to transform not only ourselves, but also the world around us. Pain, when seen through the lens of purpose, becomes a gift, difficult yet invaluable, challenging yet deeply rewarding. Greatness is not achieved through perfection but persistence. Each time you rise after a fall, you grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's next. Let failure refine you, not define you. The pursuit of perfection is a seductive idea. It promises flawless outcomes, admiration, and an escape from criticism. However, this pursuit can often lead to frustration, stagnation, and even paralysis. In contrast, persistence, the simple act of continuing despite challenges, proves far more valuable. Persistence prioritizes progress over flawlessness, effort over unattainable ideals, and resilience over the fear of imperfection. Choosing persistence over perfection is a mindset shift that leads to growth, achievement, and fulfillment. Perfection is an illusion, an unattainable standard that traps us in cycles of self-doubt and procrastination. When we aim for perfection, we become hyper-focused on avoiding mistakes. This fear often prevents us from starting or continuing projects as the risk of falling short looms large. On the other hand, persistence frees us from this burden. It allows us to act, to move forward, and to learn from our experiences. In persistence, mistakes are not failures, they are stepping stones to progress. Persistence embraces the reality of imperfection. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances rarely align perfectly with our plans. Those who seek perfection often find themselves paralyzed by these uncertainties. Persistent individuals, however, adapt and adjust. They understand that progress is not a straight line but a winding path with setbacks and detours. By accepting imperfection, they remain focused on the journey rather than being derailed by unrealistic expectations. One of the most profound lessons of persistence is the value of consistency. Perfection seeks immediate results, often dismissing the importance of steady, incremental effort. Persistence, however, thrives on consistency. It teaches us that small, sustained actions accumulate over time, leading to significant achievements. This principle is evident in many areas of life. Athletes improve through daily practice. Writers craft masterpieces one sentence at a time, and entrepreneurs build empires by consistently showing up and pushing forward. Persistence, not perfection, drives these successes. Persistence also builds resilience. The pursuit of perfection can lead to discouragement when things don't go as planned. Persistent individuals, however, see challenges as opportunities to grow. They understand that setbacks are not the end, but a part of the process. Each obstacle becomes a lesson, each failure a chance to refine their approach. Over time, this resilience becomes a source of strength, enabling them to face difficulties with courage and determination. Choosing persistence over perfection fosters a growth mindset. Perfectionism often stems from a fixed mindset, the belief that our abilities and intelligence are static. This perspective views mistakes as proof of inadequacy. Persistence, however, aligns with the growth mindset, which sees abilities as malleable and mistakes as opportunities to learn. Persistent individuals approach challenges with curiosity and openness, eager to discover what they can improve and how they can grow. This mindset not only enhances their skills, but also cultivates a sense of confidence and self-worth. The emphasis on persistence also shifts the focus from outcomes to effort. Perfectionism places undue pressure on achieving flawless results, often overshadowing the value of the journey. Persistent individuals, however, find fulfillment in the process. They take pride in their dedication, hard work, and perseverance regardless of the outcome. This shift in focus reduces anxiety and creates a healthier relationship with goals and achievements. Persistence encourages experimentation and creativity. Perfectionism often stifles these qualities, as the fear of making mistakes discourages risk-taking. Persistent individuals, however, are willing to try new approaches even if they don't guarantee success. They understand that innovation often involves trial and error. By embracing persistence, they create space for creativity to flourish, leading to breakthroughs and discoveries that perfectionism might have stifled. Another significant benefit of persistence is its role in building confidence. Perfectionism often erodes self-esteem, as the pressure to meet impossible standards highlights perceived inadequacies. Persistence, on the other hand, reinforces a sense of competence and capability. Each step forward, no matter how small, becomes a reminder of what is possible with effort and determination. This growing confidence fuels further persistence, creating a positive cycle of progress and self-belief. Persistence also fosters authenticity. Perfectionism often involves projecting an image of flawlessness, which can feel inauthentic and isolating. Persistent individuals, however, embrace their imperfections and vulnerabilities. They are honest about their struggles and open about their efforts. This authenticity strengthens their connections with others as it inspires trust, relatability, and mutual support. By choosing persistence, they create a more genuine and fulfilling way of living and working. In a world that often glorifies perfection, persistence offers a refreshing alternative. It reminds us that success is not about being flawless, but about being committed. Persistent individuals achieve great things not because they never make mistakes, but because they never give up. They understand that the path to success is messy, filled with trials, errors, and revisions. By staying the course, they prove that persistence is more powerful than perfection. Persistence also cultivates patience. Perfectionism often demands immediate results, leading to frustration when progress is slow. Persistent individuals, however, understand that meaningful achievements take time. They embrace the slow, steady nature of growth, finding satisfaction in each small step forward. This patience reduces stress and creates a more sustainable approach to pursuing goals. Choosing persistence over perfection also allows us to celebrate progress. Perfectionism tends to focus on what's missing or what went wrong, overshadowing accomplishments. Persistent individuals, however, recognize and celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. This celebration fuels motivation and reinforces the value of persistence. It reminds us that progress, not perfection, is the true measure of success. Persistence teaches us to be kind to ourselves. Perfectionism often involves harsh self-criticism as we berate ourselves for falling short of impossible standards. Persistence, however, encourages self-compassion. It acknowledges that we are human, that mistakes are natural, and that effort matters more than flawlessness. This kindness fosters a healthier mindset, empowering us to continue despite challenges. Persistence, at its core, is about commitment to the process. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and trusting that each step brings us closer to our goals. It is a quiet, steady force that carries us through challenges and setbacks, reminding us that progress is more important than perfection. In choosing persistence over perfection, we not only achieve more, but also find greater fulfillment, meaning and joy in the journey itself. And finally, never lose sight of the vision. Failure is an obstacle, not the destination. Keep your eyes fixed on the ultimate goal. A runner doesn't stop because they stumble, they get up and continue towards the finish line. Life is a journey filled with challenges, and obstacles are an inevitable part of this journey. They come in various forms: personal setbacks, professional difficulties, societal barriers, or even self-imposed limitations. While obstacles can be daunting, they are not insurmountable. The key to overcoming them lies in cultivating a vision that extends beyond the immediate hurdles. Vision is the ability to see what is possible despite the constraints of the present, to focus on the destination rather than the detours, and to hold on to hope even when the path forward seems unclear. When we develop a vision beyond obstacles, we transform challenges into opportunities for growth and progress. Having a clear vision provides purpose and direction. It acts as a compass, guiding us through uncertain and difficult times. Without vision, obstacles can feel overwhelming and we may lose sight of our goals. Vision reminds us of what we are striving for, helping us to maintain focus and motivation even in the face of adversity. It gives us a reason to keep going, encouraging us to persevere when the journey becomes challenging. Vision is not just about seeing what is ahead, it is about believing in the possibility of reaching it. Obstacles often test our resolve and commitment to our goals. They challenge us to reassess our priorities and refine our strategies. A strong vision provides the clarity needed to navigate these challenges. It allows us to distinguish between temporary setbacks and opportunities for growth. Instead of being discouraged by obstacles, we can use them as stepping stones to move closer to our vision. Vision gives us the ability to see the bigger picture, to understand that obstacles are not barriers but integral parts of the journey toward achieving something meaningful. One of the most transformative aspects of having a vision beyond obstacles is the ability to cultivate resilience. Obstacles can be discouraging, and it is natural to feel disheartened when progress is slow or setbacks occur. However, a strong vision fosters resilience by reminding us of the greater purpose behind our efforts. It helps us to reframe challenges as temporary detours rather than permanent roadblocks. With a vision guiding us, we develop the determination to rise after every fall, to learn from every failure, and to keep moving forward. Vision also enhances creativity and problem solving. When faced with obstacles, a narrow focus on immediate challenges can limit our ability to see alternative solutions. Vision encourages us to think beyond the constraints of the present, to imagine new possibilities, and to explore unconventional approaches. It inspires innovation, pushing us to find creative ways to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. By maintaining a vision beyond obstacles, we shift our mindset from one of limitation to one of opportunity, opening the door to breakthroughs and progress. Another important aspect of vision is its ability to foster hope. Obstacles can create a sense of uncertainty and doubt, making it difficult to stay optimistic. A clear vision acts as a source of hope, reminding us of the potential that lies beyond the current challenges. It instills confidence that, despite the difficulties, the effort will be worthwhile. Hope is a powerful motivator, giving us the strength to persevere and the courage to take risks. With vision as our guiding light, hope becomes an anchor, keeping us steady even in turbulent times. Moreover, vision strengthens our sense of purpose. When we have a clear understanding of why we are pursuing a goal, obstacles become less intimidating. Purpose provides the emotional and mental fortitude needed to face challenges with determination. It reminds us that the journey is meaningful even when it is difficult. A strong sense of purpose driven by vision enables us to see obstacles not as barriers but as tests of our commitment and passion. Having a vision beyond obstacles also inspires others. Leadership and influence often stem from the ability to see possibilities where others see limitations. When we maintain a clear vision despite challenges, we motivate those around us to do the same. So our persistence and optimism become a source of encouragement, showing others that obstacles can be overcome with determination and creativity. Vision has a ripple effect, spreading hope and inspiration to those who might otherwise feel discouraged. It is important to recognize that vision is not about denying the reality of obstacles. Challenges are real, and they require effort and resources to address. Vision is about acknowledging these realities while maintaining a focus on what is possible. It is about balancing pragmatism with optimism, recognizing that while the journey may be difficult, the destination is worth pursuing. Vision gives us the courage to face obstacles head-on, armed with the belief that we have the strength and creativity to overcome them. Ultimately, vision beyond obstacles is about transformation. It is about turning challenges into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and limitations into possibilities. It is about seeing not just what is, but what could be, and having the courage to pursue that vision despite the difficulties. Vision empowers us to rise above our circumstances, to find meaning in the struggle, and to create a path toward growth and fulfillment. Life will always present obstacles, but they do not have to define our journey. With a clear vision, we can navigate challenges with confidence, resilience, and hope. We can transform obstacles into stepping stones, using them to build a stronger foundation for our goals. Vision beyond obstacles is not just a strategy for success, it is a mindset, a way of approaching life that empowers us to overcome challenges and achieve our fullest potential. By embracing vision, we unlock the ability to see beyond the present, to focus on what truly matters, and to move forward with determination and purpose. So today I urge you to change your perspective on failure. See it as a necessary chapter in your story, not the conclusion. Because as long as you are willing to rise, to learn, and to move forward, failure will never be the end. Thank you.